Hey everyone and welcome. We're going deep on HealthyCoin today.
Yeah.
Um, you know, this whole data to earn thing is really interesting to me.
Yeah, it's a hot topic for sure.
And especially with HealthyCoin launching their pre-sale like less than 24 hours from now.
It's exciting.
So we thought this is a good time to dig in.
Definitely.
So, for people who maybe aren't familiar with this whole data to earn thing,
Right.
like how would you kind of like break it down in simple terms?
Sure. I think a lot of people are already familiar with, companies taking our data and kind of using it to make money.
Right.
So really all this is like flipping that.
Okay.
Instead of, these big companies profiting off of it, how can we as individuals profit
Oh, I see.
by, owning our data and getting something back for it?
That makes a lot of sense.
And HealthyCoin is kind of taking that concept and applying it to the world of fitness and health.
So instead of like selling your, step count data or whatever to advertisers or whatever, they're going to reward you for it.
Exactly. You're getting rewarded directly for taking care of yourself.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about HealthyCoin specifically.
Sure.
One of the things that I read that really kind of caught my eye was this idea that HealthyCoin is bridging the gap between fitness and financial gain.
Yeah, absolutely.
And giving you like an actual incentive to stay on track with your goals. So, I'm the kind of person that like, I get really motivated at the beginning of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I set these fitness goals, and then like 2 weeks later, I've totally fallen off the wagon.
I think we've all been there.
So do you think this could be the key to like actually sticking with it if there's like a financial reward attached to it?
Well, there's a ton of research on this whole idea of gamification in fitness.
Okay.
Like if you think about those apps that give you badges or points for, hitting your goals, like people love that stuff.
It's true. Yeah.
It really does motivate them. And HealthyCoin's taking it to a whole other level.
Right? Like I think about it like when I was a kid and I would get like a gold star for doing my homework.
Right, exactly.
Like that was enough to keep me going.
It's amazing how those little things work.
Yeah, so it's like that, but for adults.
Right.
And with actual, like, tangible reward.
Exactly. Like you're not just getting a pat on the back, you're getting something you can actually use.
That's really cool. Okay, so we talked about the motivation angle, but like, how does this actually work?
Right.
Like, they mentioned blockchain technology.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a crypto expert, so can you kind of break that down for me?
Sure. So basically, it's all about creating a secure and transparent system.
Okay.
So every time you work out, your data is recorded on this blockchain.
Okay.
And then based on your activity level, you earn HealthyCoin tokens.
So it's like a digital ledger that's tracking everything.
Exactly. And because it's on the blockchain, it's like tamper-proof and super secure.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about like someone, messing with your data or anything like that.
Right, it's all like verified and out there for everyone to see.
Exactly, transparency is key.
So, we keep mentioning this pre-sale.
Right.
Like it's happening in less than 24 hours, which is crazy.
Keeps coming up fast.
And we're getting kind of like a sneak peek here.
Yeah.
What do you think are the main advantages of getting in on this pre-sale?
Well, first of all, you're getting in early.
Okay.
Which is always a good thing in crypto.
Makes sense.
You can get your HealthyCoin tokens before everyone else.
And potentially at a lower price.
Potentially. Yeah, there are usually some good discounts during the pre-sale.
So it's like getting a head start.
Exactly. And they've also hinted at some pretty cool bonus rewards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just for pre-sale participants.
Like what?
We're talking like extra tokens, higher earning rates on the platform, maybe even early access to new features.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm definitely intrigued. But before we dive into the pre-sale, like in detail,
Sure.
I want to know more about how the platform actually works. Like what kind of data does it track and how are the rewards calculated?
Okay, so they'll be tracking a range of fitness data,
Okay.
like steps taken, calories burned, even heart rate during your workouts.
Wow, they're tracking everything.
Yeah, they're trying to make it as comprehensive as possible.
That's cool.
And they're also planning to integrate with popular fitness trackers and apps.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so you can connect your existing devices and seamlessly share your data.
That makes a lot of sense.
And in terms of rewards, they're using a tiered system.
Okay.
So the more active you are, the more tokens you earn.
So it's not just about like taking a few steps here and there.
No, you got to put in the work.
You actually have to like earn it.
Exactly. I like that.
It keeps people motivated.
Okay, but let's zoom out for a second and talk about the bigger picture here.
Okay.
Like, what could this mean for the future of fitness?
That's a great question. I think we're seeing a shift towards a more data-driven approach to health and fitness.
Right. And platforms like HealthyCoin are kind of leading the way.
So it's not just about, going to the gym and sweating it out.
Right. It's about leveraging technology and data to make fitness more personalized and rewarding.
I love that. Okay, so we've talked about the motivation, the technology, even the potential impact on the fitness industry.
Yeah.
So before we get into the nitty-gritty of the pre-sale, let's take a step back and just recap what we've learned so far.
Sounds good. We've been talking about, how HealthyCoin is trying to make fitness more rewarding,
Yeah.
using this whole data to earn model and the blockchain to keep everything secure.
Yeah, exactly. And, this pre-sale that's happening like in less than a day,
Right?
I'm still a little fuzzy on like what makes this pre-sale so special.
Okay, well, think of it like an early bird special.
Okay.
You're getting a chance to get in on the ground floor.
Okay.
Before everyone else, you can buy HealthyCoin tokens before they're available to the public.
So like if I believe in this project,
Yeah.
this is my chance to kind of get ahead of the game.
Exactly. And potentially at a better price, too.
Okay, so lower price, early access. Anything else I'm missing?
Oh, yeah, there are some bonus rewards, too.
Oh, really? Like what kind of stuff?
Well, they've mentioned things like, getting extra tokens,
Okay.
maybe higher earning rates on the platform, even early access to new features as they come out.
Okay, so it's like I'm getting rewarded for being an early supporter.
Exactly. They definitely want to incentivize people to get involved early on.
Makes sense, but it's not just about the rewards, right?
Right.
Like they keep talking about this community aspect.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. So they're envisioning this vibrant community where users can connect with each other,
Okay.
share their fitness journeys, maybe even participate in challenges and competitions together.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a social aspect to it.
Exactly. And I think early participants will have a big influence in shaping this community.
Oh, that's interesting.
Providing feedback, helping to kind of steer the direction of the platform.
So it's like we're not just users. We're like part of the team.
Exactly.
I like that. Okay, so let's say I'm totally on board with this.
Okay.
I'm excited about the technology. I love the community aspect. What are my next steps? Like, how do I actually participate in this pre-sale?
Well, the first thing you'll want to do is head over to the HealthyCoin website
Okay.
and look for their pre-sale section. You'll probably need to create an account,
Okay.
go through a KYC process, which is just standard, for security and regulatory purposes.
Right.
And then they'll walk you through the process of contributing and getting your tokens.
Okay. Sounds pretty straightforward.
Yeah, they've tried to make it as simple as possible.
Before we move on, I want to go back to something you said earlier
Okay.
about this shift towards a more data-driven approach to fitness.
Right.
Like, what does that actually look like in practice?
Well, we're already seeing it with, all the wearables and fitness apps out there.
All right, everyone's tracking their steps and their calories and all that.
Exactly. And platforms like HealthyCoin are taking it a step further.
Okay.
By actually incentivizing that data collection.
So it's like turning your fitness data into an asset.
Exactly. You're not just tracking it for fun anymore.
You're getting something back for it.
Right. It has real value.
I'm starting to see how this could really disrupt the fitness industry.
Yeah, it's a whole new paradigm.
Okay. So we've talked about the pre-sale, the potential impact on fitness. Now I have to ask, are there any risks involved here?
That's a good question. And yeah, there are definitely some things to consider.
Okay, good.
Any new venture, especially in the crypto space, there are inherent risks.
Right.
I think one of the biggest challenges HealthyCoin will face is user adoption.
Okay, so they need to get enough people using the platform for it to be successful.
Exactly. If there aren't enough users, the whole ecosystem kind of falls apart.
Makes sense.
What else?
Well, the regulatory landscape is always a concern.
Right. Things are constantly changing when it comes to crypto.
And new regulations could pop up that could affect HealthyCoin.
Yeah, potentially.
So it's like a bit of a gamble.
There's always some uncertainty when you're dealing with something new and innovative.
Okay, so rewards, risks,
Yeah.
it's all part of the game.
Right.
For someone who's listening to all of this for the first time, what's the main takeaway?
I'd say the key takeaway is that HealthyCoin is presenting a really unique opportunity to align your fitness goals with potential financial gain.
I like that.
It's about taking something you're already doing, like working out, and making it an asset.
Turning your sweat into money.
Exactly. And the pre-sale is a chance to get in early and potentially ride that wave.
But of course, do your own research.
Absolutely. Don't just take our word for it.
Explore the website, read the white paper.
Right.
Make sure it aligns with your goals and your risk tolerance.
Sound advice.
Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a little something to think about. It really does make you think.
It does, yeah.
Like, where could this all be going?
And, we've talked a lot about the potential and the excitement.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to acknowledge some of the potential downsides, too.
Right. Like, what are some of the things that could go wrong?
Well, we've already touched on user adoption and regulations,
Mm.
but another big one is data privacy.
Well, yeah, that's a big one.
We're talking about a platform that's collecting a lot of sensitive information.
Like our health data.
Right. And people are going to want to know that it's being handled responsibly.
So how are they addressing that?
Well, from what I've seen, they're taking it pretty seriously.
Okay.
They're talking about things like data encryption and compliance with all the relevant regulations.
Okay, so they're at least aware of the issue.
Yeah, and they seem to be putting measures in place to protect user data.
But it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely.
You know, another thing I'm wondering about is the long-term viability of this whole thing.
Right.
Like, we've seen a lot of crypto projects come and go. What makes you think that HealthyCoin is going to be around for the long haul?
Well, I think their focus on community is a big factor.
Okay.
They're not just trying to create a quick money grab.
They're building something that people can be a part of.
Exactly. And they're providing real value through those fitness rewards.
So it's like a sustainable ecosystem.
Exactly. Everyone benefits.
All right, so to wrap things up,
Mm-hmm.
for anyone listening who's thinking, okay, this sounds interesting, I want to learn more,
Yeah,
the pre-sale is a great opportunity to get involved.
it is.
But always do your own research.
Absolutely. Don't just jump in blindly.
Dig into the website,
Yeah.
read that white paper,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it aligns with your goals, your risk tolerance, all of that.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, so any final thoughts before we sign off?
Well, I just think this whole intersection of fitness, tech, and finance is fascinating.
It is.
And HealthyCoin is really pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, we could be looking at a future where taking care of our health also means building wealth.
That's a pretty powerful idea.
It is, yeah.
All right, well, that's about all the time we have for today.
Great talking to you.
For everyone listening, we'll include links to all the resources we mentioned in the show notes, so be sure to check those out. And until next time, stay healthy out there.
And wealthy?
And wealthy. Yeah, bye, everyone.